Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to your weekly forecast reading. This is for the week of January 27th. New moon in Aquarius on Friday the 24th, squaring Uranus, its home planet, guys. There's going to be such incredible shifts. Maybe a little eccentric, definitely outside the box, and more than likely at a pace that's quicker than what's been recently, but this is really, really good, especially for the fire signs, right? We're like, move, 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 let's do it. And Uranus is really helping us to think outside of this, move, shift, try things that are new, incredible breakthroughs that are going to be happening for all of us. So just make sure slow and steady, Sagittarius, deep breaths, flow with it. This is for Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising. So please be sure to check all three. And if this is the first time watching me, thank you so much for taking the time. And if it serves you or resonates with you in any way, please like or subscribe below or share it with somebody you feel it can serve. All right, Sag, let's take a deep breath in. Ground it out. Let's get started. Let's see. We're going to the energy of Sagittarius for the week of January 27th. They're coming out in clubs for you. One more. And we got a clarity card here. Okay, we have balance, the Knight of Cups. We have the Three of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Hermit. Don't panic, Sag. Now, this week for you is all about balance, moderation, patience. What I'm thinking is with this new moon, because this new moon it's doing away with old paradigms. I'm not talking about just like, I got to quit drinking. It's more of like how I see things, how I do things, how I'm approaching. And this energy is going to be shifting how we even approach our long-term goals. It might even change our long-term goals. So this week, you might notice some things are going to be coming up for you, especially in a mental way, Sagittarius, that's going to cause you to continue to purge anything that might be subconsciously blocking some of these changes. It's going to come up. So slow and steady and recognize it for what it is. Either just fearful thoughts, old energy, or pain that still needs to be processed, because it's not coming up to hurt you. It's coming up to be, you know what? Epiphany. You know what? Enough. You know what? I'm going to do it differently. It needs to come up for this change. So just FYI, there's a need for a mental, emotional balance. Try to be objective. Try to be analytical. Try to compromise as best you can this week. You have the Knight of Cups right next to it. So you allow for the help. Allow, loved ones, partners, anybody who's coming in to really, maybe distract you, cushion it, maybe cuddle, maybe need a hug, Sagittarius. Allow them to do so. You're going to have a lot of emotional support. They're going to help you balance what's coming up. So do your best not to close off or push people away. It really is for your own good. And sometimes when they come in and we can ground out, we see things clearly, or we have, I didn't see it that way. Now you have the Three of Swords with the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Swords. These are some pretty heavy cards, but just FYI, you might be feeling some sadness coming up. You might be like a little bit more negative Nancy this week, but understand it's meant for you to go within. You have the Hermit card and the Seven of Swords. So the reason a lot of this sadness, maybe things that need to be forgiven, things that need to be let go, because like I said, with this new planetary placement, you're meant to shoot off. And if there's any heaviness, resentment, unforgiveness that's going to weigh down your little hot air balloon to rise up, it needs to come up. It needs to come out. It needs to be processed, healed, forgiven, released. Emotional energy must be expressed in order to leave the body. It's not like mental energy. That's why you can be 80 years old with trauma from when you were 5. It's still inside the body. So understand this needs to come up. However, you have to make sure that you don't wallow, because when you have the Nine of Swords, you can create self-fulfilling prophecies. You might be expecting the worst or really, really stressing old pain, resentment, fear, shame, guilt. Process that, whether with a loved one or a professional. I'm all for therapy, life coach, shaman, spiritual elder. It doesn't matter, but process it out, because the universe is saying, my beautiful, loving Sagittarius, everything that you're afraid of, everything that you're worried about is not going to come to pass. 99.9% not going to come to pass. However, we blessed you with free will. So whatever you focus on for a long period of time, we will bless you with. Whatever it's good or bad, we're not biased. But they're letting you know to surrender it up to them. Surrender up your healing. Surrender up these negative thoughts, because they're coming to be cleared. Not just that, when you have the Seven of Swords, believe it or not, I know it's going to sound hard to swallow, but they're saving you. There are some decisions that you're going to be making, Sagittarius, that it's not a good timing to do so, because you're making it from an old frame of mind. There's still some residual subconscious patterning here. So that this energy is pulling this up to be cleared away so that you're renewed. So whatever decision is going to be coming up for you, it's coming from this new place of self-love and healing and high vibration and optimism and forward movement. The decisions you're going to be making in the very near future are going to be very different after this processing. There's more opportunity for revision, for revamping, or just saying throwing it out the door altogether. The Hermit card, this is a time for introspection, maybe being a little on your own, or just being very selective with the people that you're around, because there's going to be this incredible self-realizations. There's going to be these moments of discovery within yourself about life, Sagittarius. This is not a bad week. It's just a clearing. Think of like when you have to clear the closet. I mean, who looks forward to cleaning out the closet? I mean, maybe there are some people out there that look forward to cleaning. I'm not that person. So it's kind of like, think of it like that, like, this has to come up. But you are being supported. There's people this week that love you, that are going to, like, babe, let's go watch a movie, or come on, my bestie, we're going to go, see that show, or a family member that's just going to give you that hug. Take that in, because you're meant to mentally process this out and not kind of be like a dog with a bone with it, so that you guys can do this and the blessings to come as a result. These are good internal shifts, Sagittarius, so you can invite and create and step into much more abundance, happiness, positive mindset, so that you yourself can transform. You're being rebirthed. We're all being rebirthed. And have you ever seen a birth? I have. It's terrifying, right? So when you think of rebirth, it isn't all just, there's stuff that goes with it and ain't pretty, so just accept that support, do your best to balance your emotions, meditate. When you have the Hermit, meditate, sleep, journal, be under the moon, under the stars, sit with it, give it its chance to speak, give it its space to be acknowledged. Give yourself and all the different ages of your life, give all those different versions of yourself the space and the love and the honor that they deserve, so that it can be healed, so that it can be released, and that you can rise again into something far more beautiful and incredible and joyous than before, Sagittarius. I hope this serves you. If you would like a reading with me, a healing session, or a manifestation session, my link will be down below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next week for next week's readings. Take care.